Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Union of Numar Triple Crown for the Lowlands, where, yay, I finally get the Paradox Christmas music. It's the second for me. It's the first time I've been recording in December a Paradox game, because yesterday was, well, Factorio and then XCOM. Yeah, XCOM was a stream like, that was on the first, but yeah. I like that I've got the Paradoxy music now. We are at war with Russia and Abenaki. Just want to check, is there any other... You guys, yeah, we will want to kill you. Really? You only have... Conquest on them? I thought you had more. But... It looks like they're the only ones... I was going to say, there was a lot of British protectorates, which I wouldn't have minded fighting, but most of them I'll have to take as... Really, 6%. What's the chances of a separate piecing out Russia? Because Russia, we really... Russia's actually the one which is causing this war score to be so low. And I really need to regroup these troops because I've got a lot on this border over here. Minus 100. Length of war, Russian military strength. Allied in war, Russian holds Muscovy. Well, you're marching up here to try and kill them. You have been... I was going to say outmaneuvered, but these guys aren't really coming for you. Oh, which surprises me. Now, I did have people transporting to try and get some more troops over in this major battle, and it's 40 stacks, which are the... 40 and 50. You've dropped off there. Got another 40 stack, though. Moving... And you're looking to drop off there. I think we actually bring you up to the Gulf of Bothnia, or whatever it is, because 40 onto the 30, if that does engage, yeah, we'll be able to drop troops off and help out over there. But I do need to be grabbing some more, maybe the other 40 that's down here at the moment. Scotland's going to be nicely quickly sieged up. I forgot about this bit of England. In that case, then... Which one are you most likely to finish? Fort level 2, fort level 3. Okay, well you, split in half. And one of you head up there. Yeah, it made very little difference, so we might as well get that sieged up as well. Now, annoyingly, somehow we'll get in England without Cornwall. Marshals report that you've arrived. Okay, but you're still marching on, and you're going to try and reinforce because you're not terribly strong. You're still trying to get up north. You guys are splitting out even more. That surprises me. And where are you heading to? D. So you're coming into this forest here. When do you arrive? The 8th. I think we change plan and we head over here then. You... Damn it, no, I shouldn't. I should have gone there. Oh, now we've changed anyway. I want to head over to this just because it's shorter. It'll get us closer to up there. And you're going to march back. Winning war against rebels. I think I got the pop-up set a bit too much, but... 19 and you arrive on the 20th. We could arrive on the... no, the 20th. We could arrive on the 19th. Does that encourage you to change your mind? No. Really? You're not going to change? Yeah, you did. A pause! Ugh. I really want a pause button. Lots of people arrived. Yeah, that's brilliant. But I want you to know on the 15th, we're not going to be able to get there. You guys... Okay, so you're coming up there, actually, and we have reinforcements, which, to be honest, it'd probably be best for them to dock into Finland. How long does it take you to arrive? The 26th, so like 13 days. You're all marching north, aren't you? Some of you are actually marching into Finland, but that is a crap ton of cannons. So I'm happy to let this happen. Good, we're paused. A marshal's report that you've arrived. And damn it, I didn't mean for you to get there. You can just dock up there. Yeah, good. You're going to come here. Arriving in Finland on the 8th of March, actually. Don't want you to arrive there straight away. We want to battle down here. I think it's now more or less safe to split up. And how many are you meant to be? You're either full 16? I'd like the full numbers there, please. Okay, I guess I'll wait a day and then reselect. Oh no, because I'm sieging, that's why it's not doing it. Cannot reorganize when 2 units are selected. Why can't I split in half? That is 1 unit. Okay, the siege has actually started now. I can do this. Good. Now, reorganize. Yeah, you are. I'm meant to be the full 8, so close this out. Split in half, split in half. I think we'll only go down to that, because I don't want to split in ourselves. I don't want to split ourselves too thin. So one of you is staying there. You go there. You go there. And you go there. There should be an 8 stacking each. More than enough. You're peasants. You're nowhere near big enough to deal with them. Adal and... God's sake, there's some terrible borders in this. I don't know how much of that is just because of the AI breaking free isn't really the best mechanic, and I never started a timer. Let's take a rough guess at how far through we are. 35 gig, hardly anywhere through. Are you still heading to Finland? On the 8th of March, yep. A marshal reports troops are arriving. Hula is under siege. And you finally arrived up there. $80,000 into the... You're not marching there anymore, so we are going to have to fight that. But $80,000 into forest, I'm happy to take. Taking terrible attrition, so I'd like to get there rather quickly. I mean, they have reinforcements, but these are quite far away. That battle is not going brilliantly, but it's rather equal, and you're arriving on the 5th to help out. Okay, people arriving. Wearisome. Brittany's entered the coalition, that's fine. And we're going to get another one of them when he arrives over there, but I need to try and keep track. So that battle's won. This looks mainly cannons. So I'm going to dock on it. Another 40 and another 30. They're going to have me outnumbered there. If we can win this... Actually, no, we're already defending. So have we got a terrain? No, but they're currently no leader as well, so hopefully that'll break quite quickly. We've got 35 engaged here, but that should be mainly cannon that we're fighting. Yeah, and insufficient support, so that should go quickly as well, and we might encourage them to change and help out that other battle. Okay, so we've won that first battle. They're still going to engage, and it's... we've got the Swedish helping us. No, that's not really enough. You need to come over there and help. In the meantime, though, you can come over here to London and pick up some more troops. I think I'm going to lose a couple of battles over there. The 6th Fleet has arrived. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're just meant to be merging up. It's not hard. You 80,000 are going to take on that 14 and hopefully clear this area up, but engaging in that battle has encouraged them to attack. The 20th. You're reinforcing in Finland with 16,000 troops. And I took a crossing. And I got no leader. You have a leader? You do. But you're going to be an age, so actually that's probably lost. I was hoping that the no cannons would have been a lot quicker at dealing with this. It just... So, why do you have to tell me about the armies that I've created merging in? When do you arrive? The 1st of April. It's possible that we could finish that. You've all changed your mind and you're off to Finland. So let's take the larger, more reinforced of you. And send you in to help. You arrive on the 4th. The 1st and the 2nd. At this point... That's reinforcing a bad fight. Retreat over the water, please. And you guys, stay there. What type of attrition are you taking? 4.5. I can't really justify that, though. So, can the weaker of you... I can't, because there's too many troops there. We need more troops in that particular front. How's this war going? Guys, honestly, siege them up. What are you doing? Siege them! It's fecking annoying. I mean, it's not the English that we're having to worry about this fight, it's just purely... Yeah, what I should have done is I knew what day he was arriving, I knew roughly how long it would take for that ship to dock up, I should have arrived the day before, which I think would have still tricked them. It's a 0% there, and 70,000 is marching north. To Otterbot. Yeah. You've engaged, that's a good fight going well, that's encouraging them to sod off. Fortress in Finnmark is now under siege, okay, apparently. That battle was won, there's 38 here, and that is forest, but that's going to be right next to this. So I think instead we send... you two and split you up. Lapland into... It's terrible terrain. But 3-1 and 5-1. And, sorry, 3-1 and so more like 6-1. We should be good. Okay, you're still heading up there. You're staying there to siege. You're still only back there. Feels like so little time passes. It is, because I'm going slow, trying to actually fight this properly. You guys are now heading onto me with 40, 60. Yeah. So that's going to need reinforcing. And for the time being, if you guys can dock up, I wouldn't mind encouraging them, some of them to get onto the island so I can trap them. One of you should actually just be protecting trade. And I want to check where we should be doing that. How are we looking in the English Channel? Dominant. How are we looking in Lubeck? Dominant. North Sea. How are we looking? Could be better. So actually, I'll send you off to the North Sea. Go. How are the people moving? Again, it's all cannons, but you're reinforcing. Yeah. If I can encourage a number of them to get onto the island, that would be good. Okay, this siege has fallen. You... Vastapotten, so you're going there now. And you're at Finland, that's 17... I'm trying to look at the total. Well, if we take one off the cannons, that's going to be 10,000, and then that's 15 under there, so that's going to be 23, so 33,000 is off down there. Once he arrives in Vesterbottebudaba on the 21st, it may be worth looking into... Good, you guys are standing still. Things I don't really want coastal battles. You've arrived. That's where you're stopping? Yeah, you're in a terrible state, so replenish. Whereas you attach and come over here. I think we're likely to send these guys over here and double team them. And you guys, the 18th and the 28th. 28th. I hate how we seem to be like 1 day behind every single freaking time. What's our tradition like? It's brilliant. Right, it's brilliant on maneuver. Okay. Does it make any difference? Maneuver seems to make such little difference to actual fighting. Time arriving, sorry. You needed completing. We don't really want to, though, because it's your manpower issue. You want to be protecting the North Sea. I'll deal with that, actually, and separating you properly off later. But for the time being, you go to the North Sea, and the Baltic, I don't want to patrol. 28th, and if you're going to arrive again on the 28th, I don't really want to do that, but you're leaving. I'm trying to attack him. I'm going to let you try and think you can get there. Hopefully I can slow down. It's a first, and you'll arrive on the 1st. So let's wait another day. So now I should be there on the 2nd, and you guys have changed your mind. You're off to Lapland only. Okay, then, will you guys come here? 31st of May. It's a lot of reinforcements. Where are my transport boaties? Is it you? Change of plan. You're coming up here to hopefully reinforce into this battle. I was hoping that was going to be over a lot quicker. Siege is over. Go kill that English troop, which is daring to try and, form up. And you guys marching onto him, which might encourage you to come down. No, you're all still heading to Lapland. So that we might squish. Good. When do you arrive? 27th, so tomorrow. And that 27th is... It's not a large army, but it's enough to probably... Oh, you weren't off there. You came here. God's sake, just stand still so I can figure out where we're going with you. And now you're moving to Lapland. The 11th and the 11th of June. None of you are reinforcing this army there, so that's hopefully dead. And you arrive on the 1st of June, so we've got a couple of days to try and rout this army. It's not going to happen. Damn it! We're going to keep the... You need a leader. There. Okay, so now that battle should go quickly. And we can reinforce, because this is going to be an equalish battle now, but we've got the terrain penalty, so it's going to go quickly against us. Another siege has fallen. Brilliant, move on. Only at 8%. And what do we need to subjugate the English? Let's see, treaties. Dutch vassal is only 65%. And we can take a reasonable chunk of money as well. I'm hoping we'll have time for that war with the French, but we'd have to recoup as well. Pause. Lose 1 stability and half my money. If that battle was a victory, that battle was a victory, that battle was a victory. Okay, good. I want all of you to head up there. You guys need to come into this. When do you arrive? The 11th of June, so in like 3 days. The 4th of July. You guys are going to take how long? Freaking age. Or at least it feels like a freaking age. Any military ideas I can take to help out? Defensive. Leader maneuver. I'm not sure how well that's going to help, but... And I think that's only like new ones that I roll. Leader maneuver 3. I think. Yeah, I think it's only new ones that I roll, so I don't reckon it's going to help. The Russians have engaged, and now 18th, 4th of July. Yeah, it's a lost battle. You guys run away. But that is 100,000 of their troops in one province, which should take tremendous attrition. And how many of you are coming for me? One army. I like this because I've got reinforcements. And they're going to be docking up. It looks like the Bavarians are randomly just stomping on them as well. How many are... Sorry, what are the Russians' troop size looking at? Because we've got 130... Maybe 150,000 that I can see. 150, 160. I think that's only like half their army though, isn't it? Military armies, total... Well, it's not even anywhere near half their army. Dear God, look at that total manpower that they have. As a manpower war, they're going to win this year. I don't even think we could attrition them out. Okay, then siege is there. We've got a little English army, but that'll be dealt with shortly. You guys still trying to engage, or have you given up on such a fort? You've given up. You're after Judgment and Osterberg. .38 isn't enough to crush. Got a little army there, so I'll try and maneuver you around. You guys. I'd love to just send you to Muscovy to try and, whittle their enjoyment for the war down, but I'm not going to be able to do that. I think I can turn Scotland in this war, and I'll take them as a vassal, even though we're going to be over our limit with that. Yeah, 1 over. And I can't really eat anymore, so unless we get Prussia, ditch Prussia, then we'll be stuck with too many vassals, but just double check. Scottish vassal is doable. %, yep, and reasonably cheap. Right, we've got one army defending that, so I'm going to bring you up north. Probably don't want to walk you through Russian territory. Right, why would you go that way? That even seems shorter. .6 minutes. I'm just trying to look and see, because obviously I didn't set the timer properly. So I'm trying to figure out when the actual time should be going off. Vesterbotten, that's you. And Jamanaland. Which is this. So again, you're trying to stack a lot up there. Bringing them into our territory, though, should be good for attrition's sake, at least. Colom, are you going up to engage them in the north? So the siege, you're marching. Change your mind, please. We arrive on the 25th. You get out on the 28th. It's good with me. It means we're going to capture you. I don't want you to get any troops, really. Scotland... Not Scotland. Russia needs to really be out of this war. Are you my ally? No. Netherlands is in war, so we didn't quite get that. But I kept you as a, as a happy person. Not a happy person. What the hell am I on about? As a... marriage, because we're trying to keep good terms with the only other real Protestant power. Trying to figure out where the hell the troops are going. Okay, another siege. The war against the English is going fine, it's just having to fight the Russians. Which isn't so fine. Okay, you've managed to do that. I'm sure you're just on Stomp Rebel, so you'll go about wherever you're needed. You're regenning, but if I move you out of there because... slightly, just because. You guys come to Stockholm. That's 60,000 at the moment. 60,000, that'd be 2 to 1, and I'd be happy to take that. That's... Is that their morale? I thought that was going to be the siege. If that's their morale, let's freaking engage. Siege of Finnmark has fallen, which most likely means you're going to reinforce that battle that I was just considering. Yep. So instead head down to Germany or whatever the hell that is. Get in a position where you should be able to reinforce. I'd love to have you on the coast so I could reinforce you by the coast, though. Nah, it's that tiny army. Yeah, you did actually have good morale, so that would have been a bad battle. One of you. You don't have a leader, so we'll send one without a leader there. Engage for 8 stack. Siege of the Western Isles. Brilliant. Russian Navy. There's some heavies in there. Supposed to be 2 navies there, won't they? Oh no, okay. You know, 3 deckers, but you're miles away. Go in and reinforce that, although I really need to be sending you to do something else. And what the hell are you? A single ship? Frigate. I'm guessing you're gonna, something was meant for you. Okay, you don't need to go there. That battle's more than taken care of. You're attacking me in Finland. On the 25th. That's 10 days. You sit there for a bit then. Then you changed your mind and now you're reinforcing that. I honestly think you played me there, AI. National reporting people are arriving and sieges are falling. Good. How are the Scottish sieges looking? 21. You're at minus... No. You don't need to be... Oh, you do need to be transported because of that battle, yeah. That naval battle should go sooner, I'm hoping. Is there any way of getting the comparison screen without having to try and change rivals? Cannot be removed at war. I just want the quick comparison to my army to theirs. Officially, we have a lot more troops. It just doesn't feel like it because it's only my troops. The troops from the colonies don't seem to be doing sod all. I mean, they're not even able to fight freaking Abenaki. Oh, good. They're finally moving into Abenaki. That's good. I mean, I was going to say, for New Amsterdam and New Eindhoven, this is land which they sort of need. Eindhoven more than anything because it's got all these little bits of, Newfoundland and then the spit up here. That's not Newfoundland. That's Newfoundland. What's this then? Like, one of these is Newfoundland. But yeah, it's got this discontiguous land, which getting this will fix. That battle's more than won. So you're staying there. You... They decided against that. You move on to there then, and you're coming here. Don't like leaving the Danish army, but I don't want their capital to fall. Battle in the Northern Channel. Armies have arrived. Q arrived literally just as it was finishing. How are we looking on English Channel? Superbly dominant. North Sea. Could be a bit more dominant, but that wasn't dominant before at all. 75%, that's sort of like the aim. Baltic Sea. It's a lot of Prussians, but I don't really want to patrol because I'd love to try and capture some of their armies on them islands. What's the other... trade nodes here? There's Bordeaux. We're going further that way, but I don't think we really have any presence in Bordeaux. It'd just be really to dick over the French. Actually, yeah, let's dick over the French. And we'll send you guys to pirate in Bordeaux. Send on privateer mission in Bordeaux. Force them to try and, send some boats over there instead of having them in the English Channel. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube, that is all the time we have for today. As always, I'd like to thank you for watching, but unfortunately I'm going to have to say goodbye. Goodbye.